Hello everyone, today we are going to study the chapter Life in the Deserts from Geography Grade 7. As we know that the water means life to plants, animals and people. It is difficult for anyone to live in place where there is no water to drink, where there is no grass for their cattle to feed on, and where there is no water to help the crops to grow. In this chapter, we will learn about the places in the world where people have learned to cope with extreme harsh temperatures, in some places as hot as fire, and in some places as cold as ice. These are the desert areas of the world. These are characterized by low rainfall, scanty vegetation, and extreme temperatures. Depending on the temperatures, there can be hot deserts or cold deserts. The people inhabited these lands wherever little water is available to practice agriculture. Before jumping on to the chapter, let's learn about what is desert. Desert is an arid region characterized by extremely high or low temperatures and has scarce vegetation. There are two types of deserts: the hot desert and the cold deserts. Let's start with the hot desert, that is Sahara. As you can locate in the shown map, the Sahara Desert covering a large part of the North Africa. It is the world's largest desert. It has an area around 8.54 million square kilometers. The Sahara Desert touches 11 countries. These are Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. When you think of a desert, the picture that immediately comes to your mind is that of sand. But besides the vast stretches of sands, the Sahara Desert is covered with there are also gravel plains and elevated plateaus with bare rocky surface. These rocky surfaces may be more than 2500 meters high at some places. Now let's learn about climate in Sahara Desert. The climate of Sahara Desert is scorching hot and parched dry. It has a short rainy season. The sky is cloudless and clear. Here, the moisture evaporates faster than it accumulates. Days are unbelievably hot. The temperatures during the day may soar as high as 50 degrees Celsius, heating up the sand and the bare rocks, which in turn radiates heat, making everything around hot. The nights may be freezing cold with temperatures nearing 0 degrees. Let's learn about flora and fauna in the Sahara Desert. Vegetation in Sahara Desert include cactus, date, palms and acacia. In some places there are oases, green island with date palms surrounding them. Camels, hyenas, jackals, foxes, scorpions, many varieties of snakes and lizards are the prominent animal species living there. Let's learn about people life in Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert, despite its harsh climate, has been inhabited by various groups of people who pursue different activities. Among them are the Badans and Turangas. These groups are nomadic tribes rearing livestock such as goat, sheep, camel, and horses. These animals provide them with milk, hides from which they make leather for belts, slippers, water bottles. Hair is used for mats, carpets, clothes, and blankets. They wear heavy robes as protection against dust storms and hot winds. The oasis in Sahara Desert and Nile Valley in Egypt supports settled population. Since water is available, the people grow date palms. Crops such as rice, wheat, barley, and beans are also grown. Egyptian cotton, famous worldwide, is grown in Egypt. The discovery of oil, a product in great demand throughout the world. In Algeria, Libya, and Egypt is consistently transforming the Sahara Desert. Other minerals of importance that are found in the area include iron, phosphorus, manganese, and uranium. The cultural landscape of Sahara is undergoing change. Gleaming glass caused office buildings tower over mosques and superhighways crisscross the ancient camel paths. Trucks are replacing camels in the salt trade. Turkeys are seen acting as guide for foreign tourists. More and more nomadic herdsmen are taking to city life, finding jobs in the oil and gas operations. Now let's learn about the cold desert that is in Ladakh. Ladakh is a cold desert lying in the Great Himalayas. On the eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir, the Karakoram Range in north and the Zanskar Mountains in the south enclose it. Several rivers flow through Ladakh, Indus being the most important among them. The river from deep valleys and Ganges. Several glaciers are found in Ladakh, for example, Gangri Glacier. The altitude in Ladakh varies from about 3,000 meters in Kargil to more than 8,000 meters in Karakoram. Due to its high altitude, the climate is extremely cold and dry. The air at this altitude is so thin that the heat of the sun can be felt intensely. The day temperatures in summer are just above 0 degree and the night temperatures will below minus 30 degrees Celsius. It is freezing cold in winters when the temperatures may remain below minus 40 degrees Celsius for more of the time. As it lies in the rain shadow of the Himalayas, there is little rainfall as low as 10 centimeters every year. The area experiences freezing winds and burning hot sunlight. You will be surprised to know that if you sit in the sun with your feet in the shade, you may suffer from both sunstroke and frostbite at the same time. Now let's learn about flora and fauna of the cold desert. Due to high aridity, the vegetation is sparse. There are scanty patches of grasses and shrubs for animals to graze. Groves of willows and poplars are seen in the valley. During the summers, fruit trees such as apple, apricots, and walnuts bloom. Several species of birds are sighted in Ladakh. Robin, redstarts, Tibetan snowcock, raven, and hippo are common. Some of these are migratory birds. The animals of Ladakh are wild goats, wild sheep, yak, and special kind of dogs. The animals are rare to provide for the milk, meat, and hides. Yak's milk is used to make cheese and butter. The hair of the sheep and goat is used to make woolens. Now let's learn about people in the cold desert. The people here are either Muslims or Buddhists. In fact, several Buddhist monasteries dot the Ladakhi landscape with their traditional gompas. Some famous monasteries are Hemis, Thikshi, Shoy, and Lemaru. In the summer season, the people are busy cultivating barley, potatoes, peas, beans, and turnip. The climate in winter months is so harsh that the people keep themselves engaged in festivals and ceremonies. The women are very hardworking. They work not only in house and fields but also manage small business and shops. Leh connected both the road and air. The National Highway 1A connects Leh to Kashmir Valley through Zozila Pass. Tourism is a major activity with several tourists streaming in from within India and abroad. Visits to the Gompas treks to see the meadows and glaciers, witnessing ceremonies and festivals are important activities. Life of people is undergoing change due to modernization, but the people of Ladakh have over the centuries learned to live in balance and harmony with nature. Due to scarcity of resources like water and fuel, they are used to with reverence and care. Nothing is discarded or wasted. That's all for the chapter. Keep learning, stay safe.